Hello everybody, and welcome back to some Skyrim Special Edition. Now, picking up where we left off last time, like I said, we only have 3 locations left, and I decided, fuck it, we'll just have a short part to finish finding every location outside of Fort Dawnguard, of course, on our map. I mean, technically, Fort Dawnguard is still marked on our map. It's just, not technically discovered yet. But yeah, so we do have one quest tied to them, and that's it. Or tied to our last 3 locations, and we don't really have a whole lot in the terms of unique or interesting items to pick up along the way outside of the one that we need to get for the quest. All right, where the fuck did my horse go? Should be up here, right? Because I heard it when we fast traveled. Did I not? Was I hearing things? I feel like I heard my horse. But I mean, we fast traveled to the cave here, right? Unless I took a wrong turn somewhere. There it is. Alright. So yeah, we have 3 locations left. Only one of which has a quest, and only one of which should have enemies, actually. So, yeah, like I said, it'll probably be a fairly short part, but there's not really too much I can do about that. I can only play what the game gives me. Now, granted, we could do the next part of the Thieves Guild questline as well, since we have technically already started the Thieves Guild questline. There really is no reason to hold out and say we'll start it, next week, but we'll see how I feel, because we can take Brelyna with us to the next part of the Thieves Guild questline fairly easily, since it's just shaking down people in Riftens. So maybe we'll do that. We'll clear our 3 locations, do the next quest, and then we'll say goodbye to Brelyna. But yeah.
The Daedra hide, the vigil of Stendarr will cast them in light.
Sure. So yeah, this is Stendarr's watch, right? That's what it was called. Stendarr's beacon. And it's just a little outpost for the Vigilance, which is good since, the hull of the Vigilance was destroyed.
Walk always in the light, or we will drag you to it.
But yeah, there's no real items of note or anything here. You can activate the Shrine of Stendarr to get a blessing, but that's more or less it. Like I said, not super useful. Now, to the north of us, there is technically another location that leads to Fort Dawnguard, but that's not really something that we need to worry about. So we're gonna go to, since it's not on our compass here,
I'm right behind you.
We'll head to this place, which should, there it is, give us the mine location that we're going to, which is our second one. And I don't recall if there's any enemies in here, but there is. I guess there actually is a unique item, because there's a journal in here that we can pick up. That is unique, I do believe. But other than that, there's not really anything in this mine. But it is called the Lost Prospect Mine, so can't really be surprised when you go into a place like that and it's worthless. Anyway, so as you can see, there's a path up there that we can get to. We can get to it with Whirlwind Sprint. You can also get to it by jumping. Got journal here. Just when you think you've hit bottom, sometimes the Aedra throw you a rope. Since the rebels took over the mines in these parts, I haven't been able to find work anywhere, and along comes Burn, my old partner, with a deed to some old gold mine out in the hills. Good God. It's been too long since we did a job together. What, 4 years now? Nice to finally work with someone who knows the business. Sounds like the place was steel, too. No one sells a mine for a song. I figured the place would be in bad shape, but not this bad. Barely a glorified cave. There may have been gold here once, but we don't even have a vein to start with. We struck out at random, 3 weeks digging the lower tunnel, but nothing to show for it yet. Nothing. No gold, no gems, no ore, not even any useful stone. The rocks around here crumble the moment you stack one on another. I'm ready to toss it in, but Burn wants to keep on going. Just a little farther, Hadra. We're so close, Hadra. Bah. Burn wants me to head back to Riften for supplies next week. It might give me a chance to cool down. So I come back and nothing. No sign of Burn. It's like he just up and left. No blood, no struggle. He just ran out on me, I suppose. I've waited 3 days and he's not coming back. I'm going to head back to Riften to see if I can find him or find some other work there. No sense wasting any more time here. Burn, if you find this, I expected better from you. Oh, what is this? Cooked tripods. Oh, that's that fish that we just got. But yeah, so nothing that direction. Nothing this direction besides mushrooms. Some miscellaneous trash. Now whether they dug that trash up or it was just there, who knows. Once again, nothing here except for some miscellaneous trash and mushrooms, which I could technically pick up. But if we go over here, yeah, we will find where. Go, look at this. Look at gold, 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 and a dead guy with a pickaxe. So odds are this is Burn. And he didn't run out, he just found a new place to dig, and oops. And he got it caved in on. But there was gold there. Now, to be fair, that also might not be Burn. I mean, no fucking idea. It's not a corpse with a name. It's just a skeleton. But, I mean, it could be. It could very well be. Alright. So yeah, that's it for that whole location. It's a worthless location. Now you might think, hey, what about that last one? Why are we going to Riften? I could see it on your compass. Well, that's because there is a quest tied to it, but the quest does start here in Riften. We just need to find... The hell are you? Oh, you're the Dawn Guard guy.
Is it absolutely
Just need to
necessary
find the
to find
correct
like
guy. I think he's in the Bean Bar. Maybe he's... I think.
This is an
Here he
ode
is.
to Skyrim's truest sons
Looking for
and
work?
daughters.
I need someone to deliver a message to Sibby Blackbriar.
We drink to our youth and today's
What sort of message?
Well, I recently approached Sibby Blackbriar about buying Frost, one of the finest breeding horses in Skyrim. He agreed to sell. I paid Sibby half the cost of Frost up front, but before he could deliver, Maven had him locked up. Sibby believes this exempts him from our deal. It does not. I want you to talk to Sibby for me. Then I want you to bring me Frost and the lineage papers that prove the horse's worth.
Alright, sounds easy enough.
Good man. You won't regret it. Head to the Riften jail and talk to Sibby. Get him to tell you where Frost and his lineage papers are and bring them to me outside Riften. You'll be well paid for your time.
Why is Sibby in jail?
No idea, but whatever he did, it must have angered Maven. No guard would lock up a Blackbriar without the old lady's permission.
Alright.
I'll meet you outside of town.
Yeah. What's your problem?
Alright. Now, Sibby, if you recall, at least I do believe it's the same guy. That's the dickhead that we went and talked to. Right, that leads out of Skyrim. Who wanted us to find his ex so that he could kill her or get her, have her killed or whatever. And we did not tell him. Now, thankfully, that quest does not affect this one. The only thing that it changed is that I don't have to talk to the guard to get in here right away. Also a book in there that I don't have, apparently. Anyway, Sibby, I'm back. And I was sent by Louis Latruche.
Let me guess. He wants his horse. Well, that's going to be a bit of a problem. See, I don't really outright own Frost.
You don't own the horse you already sold.
That is correct. You see, Frost belongs to the Blackbriar estate. Technically, everything in the estate is owned by my mother, Maven. My plan was to take the horse from our lodge and deliver it to Latrush at the stables. Obviously, that didn't exactly work out as I'd planned. Still, I don't want to cross Latrush. Tell you what, steal the horse and deliver it, and you can have the second half of the payment.
You know, I bet Maven would pay me even more for this info.
Sure, take advantage of the guy in jail. Okay, fine, I can make the deal sweeter. I obviously don't have anything here, but there's a hidden stash in the lodge, and I did manage to hold on to the key. Take it.
I wonder, can I get in there at all? Because, I mean, it is weird that he has a book in there that I apparently haven't read. But anyway. So yeah, now now we need to go and steal the lineage papers. We'll also get another Stone of Baron Zaya while we're there. And then steal the horse. Now, we are going to leave... Should we just say goodbye to Brelyna now? Because this is technically a thieving mission. Dirac. Yeah, we may as well. Alright, it's time for us to part ways.
You'll be alright on your own? Then I'll see you back at the college. It's a fine day with you around.
Oh, did I make her... I could buy some building materials, I could buy furnishings for the house. Oh, I think I... Oh, is she my... Okay, well, fuck it then. Apparently I made her steward of Lakeview Manor, apparently. Alright, so since we're going to be trying to be stealthy here, we'll get some good old invisibility and muffle going. And the Shadow Stone lets you be invisible once a day, or you can just use the invisibility spell and be invisible as much as you want. Alright. Now, off to the Blackbriar Estate. Now, you may have seen it at one point, because I do believe we did get eyes on it. Yeah, there it is right there. And there is a couple ways to approach this. Now, if we go in the front door, there are guards. There's a couple of different entrances, but either way, there will be guards all the way through, which is why I wasn't gonna. Which is why I didn't want to bring Brelyna in the first place. Missed. Because, you know, can't really guarantee her remaining stealthy, you know? I did bump up her stealth quite a bit, but we got a troll too. And some ruins. Alright, where the fuck are we going? This way. Man, this place. Yeah?
You picked a bad time.
I'm sorry, who picked a bad time? I think it was you. Fucking people just can't stop threatening me as I walk by. Full dragon scale armor, dragon bone weapons, like, and it's like, you gonna kick your ass. It's like, are you though? Are you really? Alright. Back into my magic. Oh, whoops. Yeah, I may have cast those in the wrong order. Okay. So there, that is every location on marked on our map. Here's Frost, by the way. But we can't steal it yet because we do need the papers. Alright, well, bust into here. Oh, damn it. Which will cancel our invisibility, but that'll be fine. Because since we have silent casting,
Mead. Kill him to get some beer every now and then. Go to the college, Dad said. Use your smarts, he says. Like I'm supposed to figure out which college he meant. Never enough, though. Just need one good haul. Might pay off my bounty this time.
so yeah. It's unfortunate that invisibility is so fucking worthless in this game.
That brat ain't mine. Could be anyone's.
And by that, I mean just the fact that doing literally anything
2 3s. What was he thinking?
will break it, which is unfortunate. I mean, like, I get it. It's to prevent it from being super overpowered, but at the same time, yes, go away. Pretty sure I have that book.
Talks to me like that again.
Tiresome day. Give myself an island.
So he likes that.
Down we go. Now, if I'm not mistaken, oh no, there isn't anybody down here.
With 3 beers down,
Okay, there's Frost's identity
he ought
papers.
and bid the elf goodbye. For none could know 'twas not for show.
And here's the strong box. We'll only... Oh, actually, no. Because both of those would be stolen if I took them. But the gold, obviously, doesn't get registered as stolen. Now, because we got the identity papers, the horse is now theoretically ours. But we're going to head up to this door.
Oh no, they always have to fight back.
Recast muffle right before we go out.
Now ain't this a surprise?
Really? Why? Why are you here now? Motherfucker. See, and the worst part is like I can't even like use Good, she's here now and not in the room.
Never should have come here.
Stop. Don't want to fucking autosave to where I'm detected. So I'd like to try and do this stealthily, but unfortunately, you're being a prick about it. See, now, I really like the chameleon spell in Oblivion, but to be fair, you could get chameleon up to 100%, which was just invisibility without the, but yeah, it was just invisibility, but you could do stuff while you did it, or while you were invisible. So, once again, I understand why, for balancing reasons, they may have had to take it out, but still doesn't mean I gotta like it. Frost identity papers. Not gonna bother with that. Okay, well, you know what? Let's quick save. Now, unfortunately, I don't know.
You picked a bad time to get. There you are.
Yeah, so I'm invisible, but they
Hide
can't.
from me.
Okay, but that's fine, because I can just do that anyway. The only reason they detected me is because I walked up to them. Oh, so now all I need to do is get Frost. But unfortunately, Frost is over there. And obviously, with them both looking this way, I could not get them and get out of here without being seen by them.
Go to college, Darcy. Use your smarts, he said. Like I'm supposed to figure out which college he went. I'm warning you, back off.
Mm. Now maybe if I waited until nighttime, which is quite a ways away. But, you know, whatever. Okay, let's see. Why are you still doing this? Do you not do anything else? Like, seriously, is this all you do is fucking practice with your bow and arrow? Really?
Once was a woman as fair as an evening of springtime in Ostros-Mackay.
I mean, there was just wouldn't not like do that. Like, I don't get it. I don't know why he would, like, that would be the only thing he does. It's very weird. But anyway, time to get out. Yeah, I think this is the actual, like, road out of here, I guess you could say. Although, doesn't seem quite right, does it? Oof. Now, unfortunately, like, currently Frost is not technically owned by me, according to the game. So, like, if I got off of him, oh, what the fuck was that?
Someone do something!
Are we good? Hopefully we're good.
Ha! You've done it! Got to admit, I wasn't sure you could pull it off. But you've definitely earned your pay.
I'm going to Maven unless I leave here with Frost.
You're playing a dangerous game, my friend. Fine, you win. Take the horse and leave.
Alright. So now Frost is ours. So now there is actually another thing you can do, which we actually skipped because I forgot. Where you can actually go and tell Maven before you go to steal the horse. She'll let you steal the horse. She's like, that's fine, just go and do it. Okay, hit the fucking bear. Thank you. She doesn't care. She'll let you go and steal it. But now that I've done this, there's actually a couple of or like depending on how you finish this, determines a random event later that you can. Oh fuck! A random event later that you can come across. So like because of the way we did it, there's a good chance that Lewis there will send some mercs after us. You can also kill him and just take the horse and the papers yourself. In which case, obviously, no mercenaries come after you. If you tell Maven about it and then go and steal the horse, and that it will, you can actually come across a thing later where there will be mercenaries sent after Lewis, and they'll show up, they'll say something, and then kill him.
Is your armor made of dragon skin?
Sure enough. All right. Oh yeah. Also for the Dragon Priest mass, there's one during the Jagged Crown. Or no, there isn't. No, the mass. We only have 2 masks left. The only one that we have left that we need, because one of them we get once we get the rest, is the one during the main quest line, and then we have 2 Dragon Claws left. One is during the Jagged Crown, and the other one is during the end game. So we don't need to worry about those. Now, we have 3 things here to collect. Now, you don't actually need to do anything for the last one. The last one will just pay you, but the rest of them won't.
What did you want?
I have a message from Brynjolf.
What does he want now? I already explained to him that you can't get blood from a stone.
This isn't about money anymore.
Look, I can't make the coin appear out of thin air. Please, be reasonable. I'll pay next month.
Alright.
I don't know why I bother.
Nope, not gonna do that. Alright. So now, if you recall, this is actually a unique statue of Debella.
Can't you bother me at my armor stand in the market?
I'll be back there in the morning.
Until next time. Last night was the most wonderful night of your secret lover. Alright.
Right for training. Please, don't take the statue. It's the only thing of value I have left.
So, should I drop the statue down a well?
Not Lady Debella. No, please, I can't lose her. I get the message. Here, take your gold. I hope you choke on it.
Alright, so there's Helga's debt. And now there are optional ways to do it, but as you saw when I was talking to her, you can also brawl for it. But that's kind of a barbaric way to collect the debt, don't you think? Alright, where is our buddy, our bro here?
Sorry, I'm afraid I can't help you much right now.
That's
currently
fine.
mourning.
Seriously though, where is he? What's his name? Talon J, right? The Argonian that runs around here.
Divine
Seriously,
smile
where the
on you.
fuck is he? Unlock door. Oh, open this one. No. No. You can hear somebody sweeping, but that doesn't really mean much. Oh, here he is. There's this. Mars.
What do you want?
You might have to talk. You might want to talk some sense into Kirava.
With the rumors going around about how poorly your guild's been doing, she's become much too bold. I'm not that foolish. The last thing I want is a war with your people.
Then help me convince her to pay.
Look, I'm only telling you this because I care for her. Don't mistake this as acceptance for what you do. Kirava has some family at a farm just inside of Morrowind. If you mention you know about it, she might just listen to you. Just please don't harm anyone. I couldn't bear the thought.
Alright.
If you'll excuse me, I have other things to attend to.
Alright, Kirava. What the hell's this now? No, okay.
Here for a room or something to drink? Show me some coin first.
Are you ready to pay Brynjolf what you owe?
No, and I never will. Now get out of my inn.
Maybe I should visit that farm in Morrowind.
How could you possibly know about... Please, my family means too much to me. Don't hurt them.
Then pay up and I'll forget
Very
about it.
well. Here, take this back to Brynjolf and tell him he'll have no more trouble from me.
And there's Kirabas' debt.
Allegiance lies with the Empire.
To be fair, I'm not sure that you can brawl her for it. Because, I mean, she's an Argonian, which means I think... do Argonians get the buffs as well? Because I know that Khajiit get the buff for the, for claws. But, an apology. Something about Shroudhearth Barrow.
Oh no, you're the one from Brynjolf's outfit, aren't you?
Yes, and I have a message from him.
Oh, there's no need for that. I know why you're here. Tell Brynjolf not to worry about it anymore. Oh, and look, I even have the payment I owed. Here, take it.
Alright. So if you come to him before the other two, like, it doesn't matter which one you do last, they will just pay up. If you come to him before the rest, you have to break this vase. I think you can brawl him as well, but if you break the vase, then he'll pay up. But yeah, that's that. It's not a very hard quest by any means. Now, I don't know if I'm going to bother to respec or get new armor, because I did say I might get myself some new armor and enchant it to be more thiefy. But to do that, I'd have to go and buy one of those respec potions, and I'd have to respec back into enchanting and smithing, and then I would have to go and enchant everything again, and then obviously once I got my gear, then I would have to get another respec potion to put everything back, right? So I don't think I'm going to bother. I have invisibility and muffle spells. That should be good enough.
So, job's done and you even brought the gold. Best of all, you did it clean. I like that. Dumping bodies and keeping the guards quiet can be expensive.
It's also not very thieving. That's more bandity. Here's what they owed us.
Well done. And it would seem I owe you something in return. Here you go. I think you'll find these quite useful.
Some potions, eh? So what's next then?
From how well you've handled those shopkeepers, I'd say you've done more than simply prove yourself. We need people like you in our outfit.
There's more gold where that came from, I'm in.
That's the spirit. Larceny's in your blood. The telltale sign of a practiced thief. I think you'll do more than just fit in around here.
Before we go, I have to ask.
What's on your mind?
Word is your outfit isn't doing well. True?
We've run into a rough patch lately, but it's nothing to be concerned about. Tell you what, you keep making us coin, and I'll worry about everything else. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
Now, if there are no more questions, how about following me and I'll show you what we're all about?
Okay, so we are about to officially join the Thieves Guild. And then we'll call it apart after that. We'll see if we can turn in, because I think Veckel, the man there, should have a quest for us once we've officially joined. Oh, secret passage. I don't know, like, do you really need a secret passage into another thing when, like, the Ragged Flagon is where it is? Like, how many people wander down here? Especially with all the crazy people we had to deal with to get here. So here is the actual Thieves Guild. Now, it doesn't look like much, and that's because it isn't. But as you do the miscellaneous quests for it, this place does get fancier. We get special items to decorate the place, and a bunch of different stuff for it.
This is the one I was talking about. Our new recruit.
This better not be another waste of the guild's resources, Brynjolf. Before we continue, I want to make one thing perfectly clear. If you play by the rules, you walk away rich. You break the rules and you lose your share. No debates, no discussions. You do what we say, when we say. Do I make myself clear?
Yeah, I understand.
Good, then I think it's time we put your expertise to the test.
Wait a moment. You're not talking about Golden Glow, are you? Even our little Vex couldn't get in.
You claim this recruit possesses an aptitude for our line of work, so let him prove it. Golden Glow Estate is critically important to one of our largest clients. However, the owner has suddenly decided to take matters into his own hands and shut us out. He needs to be taught a lesson. Brynjolf will provide you with the details.
Mercer, aren't you forgetting something?
Oh, yes. Since Brynjolf assures me you'll be nothing but a benefit to us, then you're in. Welcome to the Thieves Guild.
Welcome to the family, lad. I'm expecting you to make us a lot of coin. So don't disappoint me.
So how do I get my cut of the spoils?
Simple. Do as you're told and keep your blade clean. We can't turn a profit by killing. You should talk with Delvin Mallory and Vex. They know their way around this place, and they'll be able to kick some extra jobs your way. Oh, and talk to Tanelia in the Flagon. She'll set you up with your new armor.
Okay, so tell me about the Golden Glow job.
Golden Glow Estate is a bee farm. They raise the wretched little things for honey. It's owned by some smart-mouth wood elf named Arengoth. We need you to teach him a lesson by burning down 3 of the estate's hives and clearing out the safe in the main house.
What's the catch?
The catch is that you can't burn the whole place to the ground. That important client Mercer mentioned would be furious if you did.
Makes sense.
Aye. The last thing we want to be doing is crossing our clients.
What should I do about Arengoth?
Maven prefers that Arengoth remains alive, but if he tries to stop you from getting the job done, kill him. The guild has a lot riding on this. Don't make me look foolish by mucking it up.
I need more details about Golden Glow.
Golden Glow Estate brought in a mountain of gold for the guild. You could almost call it our sweetest deal. Then out of the clear blue, Arengoth stopped sending us our cut. Mercer was, well, angry to put it kindly. So we send in Vex and find out he's hired a bunch of mercenaries to guard the place.
Mercenaries, not Riften guards?
Aye. Arengoth sent the city guard packing and fortified the entire island. In fact, Vex barely made it out of there alive. You should talk to her about it before you go.
Alright. And I'm not going to ask how to destroy the beehives. It's fire.
Mercenaries don't take prisoners.
So yeah, there are some more Thieves Guild guys here. I don't think any of them have quests for you. I'm pretty sure none of them have quests for you anyway, but... Anyway, we'll save talking to Vex until next part. Cats of Skyrim, Holds of Skyrim. That's for Vex. Oh, I didn't actually realize any. Wait, where the fuck am I? Okay, no, we're good. I was confused.
Of Shadow Banish you sold me. So, you're Brynjolf's new protege, eh?
Okay, so
Don't look like much to me.
anything you need done around here?
Now that you mention it, there is. I have a buyer with, shall we say, a very odd taste in literature. Looking for some particular books.
What kind of books are they?
I'm told they're the ravings of a madman, a wizard named Arundel, and his peculiar cravings. It's said to be spread across 4 volumes and very hard to come by. My client is offering quite a reward for them, which I'd split with you.
I've recovered all of Arendel's journals already, actually.
I can't believe it. You have them already? Here, take this. This should cover your end of the work nicely.
Alright. So that finally gets rid of those. Oh, where the fuck is she?
It can make the darkness as clear as day when you drink it. Guess what? It doesn't.
No.
My responsible if
All eyes are on
was
you,
off on
lad.
that case. Sorry.
You know the rules, Mickle.
Even if you're one of us,
No,
you better
River.
not make trouble.
Where? One,
How are you feeling,
two.
Vex?
Pretty angry, actually. Can't believe I botched the Golden Glow job. Should have been like stealing a sweet roll from a baby.
Well, I see your wounds have healed, but your pride still needs some time.
Brynjolf, something stinks around here. And it's more than just the rattler. We all know it.
Here we are.
So you're
I've never known her to not be
Well,
sitting
looks
on
like
that
you and I
crate
are gonna
over
have
there.
to get very well acquainted.
So this is actually your first fence.
I'm the fence down here. You come by anything you don't exactly own, and I'll pay you some coin for it. Minus a little slice for the guild, of course. I can also provide a few supplies useful to our trade now and again, for a small fee.
Is there anything you don't charge for?
Sure. How about I get Dirge to knock you over your head and dump you into the cistern? Look, I've been in this business a long time, and I've seen all types. You can play it tough, or you can play it smart. Whatever. At the end of the day, you'll find that all we care about down here is how much gold you can make us.
Understood.
Good. Then there isn't much more to say. Here's your armor. Just make sure you put it to good use.
All right.
Why don't you take a look at some of my merchandise?
So yeah,
We'll
she
see what
sells
kind of deal we can
stuff that's that goes from, you know, absolutely shit to actually really fucking good. At times. Oh, prolonged invisibility. And then she always has a good supply of lockpicks, but the most important part, oh, she actually only has 1,000 gold right now. Interesting. So fences generally have 4,000 gold, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, so yeah, learn more about the Thieves Guild from Delvin and Vex. We'll worry about that in the next part, and we'll talk about Vex about the Golden Glow Estate before we go and do that. But we are now officially part of the Thieves Guild, and more impressively, we have unlocked every location on the map. Like, look at that. Absolutely ridiculous amount of locations that we've been to. And we've even cleared the majority of them. There's only a few that have to do with the Thieves Guild and Brotherhood that we haven't actually and the main game, obviously, that we actually haven't went through. So, I mean, like, look at it. Like, that's a huge cluster up there. Now, granted, because of where we are, obviously the angle of this is really making it more clustered than it really is. But, yeah, that is the full map of Skyrim, more or less. Base game, anyway. So, thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you next week for some thieving action.